we need to support it. Not just a mere allegation
Of course.
Mr. Taguba. We need to have something to stand for that statement of Mr. Taguba.
Alright. Pero yung kanyang statement, at the minimum, means you must investigate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. Very quickly kay Commissioner Faildon, nag-internal investigation na rin po ba kayo? Dito sa kasong ito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung mga napangalanan po ni Mr. Taguba, are they being investigated right now?
Yes, Your Honor. The investigating service is now conducting that investigation, Your Honor.
Although kasama rin sila sa mga napangalanan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have an independent investigation within the Bureau of Customs regarding these individuals?
In 2 weeks ago, Your Honor, I wrote a letter to the President requesting for an independent and full-blown investigation of this matter because I believe Bureau of Customs investigation may not be so acceptable to the public.
Okay.
I know that as early as 2 weeks ago. That's why I've requested the President to
At itong NBI investigation, ito na ba yung third-party investigation na tinutukoy po ninyo?
Yes, sir, and that's why we will we have discussed yesterday to also write a letter to the NBI DOJ to conduct an investigation of our own people mentioned in this investigation because I would really like to come up with a credible result of the investigation involving our personnel, Your Honor.
Just a final question, Commissioner Faildon. Naniniwala ho kayo na dahil may naglalagay, nakapasok po ang shipment na ito? At this point, na marami na hong nagsalita, marami na pong nagsabi, yun po ba ay painiwala rin ninyo? Na kaya nakapasok ito dahil meron pong naglalagay sa customs?
Yung lagayan, as Mark Taguba has mentioned, I believe there is. And whether or not the specific payment made is the entry of these drugs is what I want to find out.
All right. So
Because
posible
for the general entry of commodities, this TARA system have been there. I've heard about it even before I joined the bureau. So I believe there is a TARA system in the bureau to facilitate the entry of their commodities. Your Honor.
ng kung ano-ano. Pero hindi ho siguro drugs yan until
No.
maybe these shipments have come in.
Yes, sir. That's why I really want to find out whether there are really people who have knowledge of this, the entry of these drugs to the country, Your Honor.
All right. So, as a final question, kasi in aid of legislation lang kami, Mr. Chairman, marami ho nagsasabi, nagbubulong-bulong, hindi mo na maayos yung customs, no? Wala ka nang magagawa dyan. And I've said in public, kulang yung pagpalit ng tao. Kahit ho kayong lahat mag-resign, kung hindi po nagbabago yung sistema, ganun nun lang eh. So pag sinabi ho nating systemic, Commissioner Faildon, ano talaga yung itutukoy natin na pagbabago sa BIR? I-privatize ba ito? Merong nagsuggest tripartite yung tumatanggap ng ating containers, merong open, transparent, open to the public. Ano sa tingin ninyo yung pinakamainam na paraan para matigil na po yung pagpasok ng mga droga at smuggled items sa ating bansa?
Thank you, Honor. I believe this problem at the Bureau can be resolved easily.
Easily?
Yes, sir. Because these are all done by people. So we can resolve it. First is we have to address the issue of the structure of the Bureau. Now, because there are some functions there that are not covered by the current functions or the structure of the Bureau. That's why, based on the new CMTA passed into last year, we have already come up with the new structure of the Bureau. In fact, we have already submitted that at the Department of Finance for their review because there are very important functions of the Bureau based on the new CMTA law that is not covered by the current system. So restructuring is very important. Based on this restructuring, we have proposed, nasa DOF na po ito, the other important functions will crop up. Like the way we recruit our personnel, Your Honor. This is very critical in any law enforcement agency. The recruitment of personnel, because the root of all this evil at the Bureau is corruption. So we must be able to put in place a stringent process of
Pero
selecting
alam
of
mo,
personnel.
Commissioner, if I may cut you lang kasi other senators want to ask also. Kulang ata yung pagpapalit lang ng tao. Because ang sabi nga ho dito sa likod umuulan ng pera dyan. Kahit sino, tao lang pwedeng matempt, no? So, baka ho hindi sapat na tao lamang yung papalitan natin o struktura lamang, sistema ho yung kailangan ho nating palitan dyan, no? Now, maybe, kasi I'm sure si Chairman has other questions, Senator Lacson has other questions. Tingin niyo po ba, dahil sa nakakompromisong mga tao sa customs, kaya napadali ang pagpasok ng drogang ito?
That's a possibility, Your Honor.
So you're open to that possibility?
Yes, Your Honor.
At kung sino pa man yan, wherever they are, whoever they are, kanino pa man sila konektado, liable po sila sa pagpasok ng droga sa ating bansa.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I just have a brief follow-up. This case occurred May 17. And you found out about it on May 25th. It has taken us 3 months, and it is to be Congress that broke it open, the Senate first and the lower house. Upon an expose allegedly made affecting customs made by Ted Filon, when I listened to his broadcast, I asked about it, and I opened up the investigation. How come it took you that long? Kung di pa nabuksan ito, wala na mangyayari. 3 months or 2.5 months ago, nung pinabuksan natin ito. So, paano natin mababago kung gano'ng katagal? Captain?
Yes, sir. My understanding, and this is the briefing to me by the intelligence service, is from the very day that is on the 26th, the custody of the drugs and the mandate to investigate the persons involved in this smuggling of drugs outside the Bureau, meaning the non-Bureau personnel, is no longer our mandate. That's why the investigation of the whole smuggling of drugs, that is my understanding from May 26 is no longer the mandate of the Bureau, but the mandate of the other law enforcement
Sandali lang po,
agencies.
no?
Your Honor.
Let me, I'm sorry I have to interrupt you. There was another, and that boggles my imagination, 800 kilos. Nahuli in November ba? November? Or December?
Last December.
Last
For
December.
the correct kilograms, Your Honor, is 890
Oh, almost
kilos.
900 kilos.
Plus yung liquid shabu.
So,
Hindi
dalawa
pa
na yan.
kasama ron. Yes.
November, December. You took over in July.
Yes, Your Honor.
And these big hunks of drugs have been coming in, and until we opened it, we knew about Tara, but finally somebody's pointing fingers. But nobody has pointed a finger yet. After 3 months from your office, kung paano naging green lane, etong importation na ito. Paano naging green lane? Meron kang dapat malaman natin, no? Una, reorganize nyo. Yan ba yung sinasabi mong gagawin ninyo sa customs na reorganize nyo yung customs? Yan, command and control?
It's just one small part of the restructuring, Your Honor.
But you do know there is criticism that it centralizes decision-making to the point na hindi na mapipigil yung lalabas. Wala na makapagsasabi na may lumabas sapagkat kailangan dumaan pa kay Captain Gambala or sa iyo in writing yung recommendation. At kung wala kayo doon, nakalabas na. Tama po ba yan?
That is not what the COMSEN is all about, Your Honor.
No. But that is one facet of its operation. I operate a command. I always have a command and control system, even in Subic, even in Olongapo, and now in the Red Cross. I know how it operates, and I know it may be different from yours. But the way I understand it, kinuha nyo lahat ng decision making, at yung sa alert, sa baba, hindi na makapag-alert, kailangan magre-recommendation pa. Kahit na import of Subic Port of Cebu, mag-alert, dadaan muna sa inyo. Sa Port of Manila, dadaan muna sa inyo. So, lahat ng alert nasa inyo. So, mas madaling makalusot. At proof, ang lalaki nitong lumabas ito.
Sir, that
No, we have to understand before you answer the question. Now, kung may palpak, let's fix it right away. I'm not fixing the blame. I'm trying to fix the problem. Alright? Kung nakakalusot na gano'n, dapat, oops, meron tayong diferensya dyan, dapat siguro fine-tune. Do you agree?
yes, sir. Fixing the problem. I agree with Your Honor.
Right. Okay. So, that is one problem. You agree with that problem?
I agree, Your Honor. The
Thank
fixing
you.
of the problem.
Thank you. The second one is, I have to find out, and the committee has to find out. I'm sorry, sometimes we have to find out, paano nakalabas yan? Paano na-convert sa green lane? Samantalang mayroong mga patakaran na pag dumating ang barko, wini-weigh ang container. And I understand customs waive that. Dapat lahat ng container na dadaan, titimbangin. At pagka medyo mabigat, that is an indication na, oops, medyo mabigat ito ah. Titignan nyo yung entry, oops, nakikita, nakatingin sa akin si Mr. Taguba, oops, medyo mabigat ito, pero ang entry, maliit lang. Oops, si Mr. Hilario, ngayon ko lang papansinin. Sabi ni Mr. Hilario, 40 mil lang ang binabayad ng mga ito, sunod-sunod, 40 mil, 38 mil. Di ba, Mr. Hilario? Tumimbre siya sa iyo, tumimbre siya kay Captain Gambala ba? Kay Captain Gambala o kay Captain Maestro Campo? Maestro Campo. Pero mukhang hindi napansin. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tama, Mr. Hilario?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Hindi napansin. Sinabi mo kay Captain Feldon. Ha?
To the Import Assessment Service po.
To the?
Import Assessment Service.
Sino yun?
Under the Office of Director Maestro Campo, Your Honor.
And that office is also under the command center, which is run by the customs chief, the commissioner, right? Except for you, you're on leave. All right. So now, having said that, having clarified that, has that been clarified? You have not really resigned, right? You're waiting for the president who appointed you to accept your resignation, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes or no, Colonel Sturgeon?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, having said that, and I don't have, do you want me to define what courtesy resignation is here under the law? Under jurisprudence? No need. You accept this. You accept my word for it. Thank you. Now, having said that, you claim Mr. Hilario was not telling the truth. Please explain. When Mr. Hilario said that he told you na meron nangyayari na
Yes.
na pumapasok na nasa green lane na 40 mil ang binabayad lamang. Na dati-dati, 120 dapat ang papasok sa gobyerno. Ngayon, 40 na lang.
Yes, sir. First and foremost, regarding the selectivity, I don't know anything about that. But the second point is, I'd like just to relay what had been established in Congress, Your Honor, during last hearings, because it was established in Congress during last hearing that Attorney Hilario was lying. And the point is, sinasabi niya na wala akong ginawa, but andito sir yung request niya. Ang request niya is for value verification, and we answered accordingly. It's for 83 entries. But to sum it up, sir, he made it appear na parang may may emergency, so nagpadala siya sa akin, so wala akong ginawa. That's not the case, sir. It was explained and established in Congress during last hearing. Ang nangyari kasi, sir, sinabi niya, nag-request daw siya sa akin ng alert. Andito yung document, sir. Walang alarm siyang ni-request. Ang ni-request niya for value verification.
Yes.
Tapos yung nakita niya, sir, hindi yun amount or cost ng isang HS code na for value. Ang nakita niya is anomalies between entries, between transactions, between numerous entries.
That indicate what?
That is a risk factor, sir, and that's his job. As
That
the risk.
indicate what, Mr. Hilario?
Existence of fraud, Your Honor.
Para malaman ng tao, anong sinasabi mo? Mababa masyado ang binabayad.
The the paid taxes on those importations, Your Honor.
Ang taxes, magkano ang average?
Average of 40,000 for those importations filed by Mr. T.J. Marceliana on the three different consignees for the week May 15 to 19.
At
Mr.
kasama yung mga consignee turo mo, sino?
Based on the record, it was Mr. T.J. Marceliana was the broker. of
TJ
that.
Marceliana, ano na yung tatlo na yan?
Your Honor,
Compay. No, EMT.
EMT Trading,
Oh, Intercity.
Integrity Trading,
Integrity,
and RONSS.
At saka,
RONSS.
magkano binayad mo doon? Tigo 40 mil.
Ah,
Tigo 38 mil.
Hindi ko, I think so.
Oh, tama. At kung talagang ginagawa natin sa customs yung trabaho natin, dapat i-wini-weigh yan. Kung wini-weigh yan, magkakaroon ng indikasyon na dapat mas buksan yon para malaman kung malaki ang karga. Tama ba yon, TJ?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tama, okay. Tama yun, Mr. Hilario?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Tama yun, Captain Fairlon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now,
Sir, maybe...
ang sinasabi mo,
may
ito
finish
ba,
my answer, sir.
may test, meron ako dito, Annex B, nakalagay dito.
Yes,
na
sir.
may sulat si Hilario at sinagot
Yes.
mo, at ang sagot dito ay, can you help me with this? Respectfully returned, and I have to Deputy Commissioner Gerardo Gambala, Head Command Center, the herein person endorsement forwarded in this office for value. Yan sinasabi mo, right? Value verification. Bine-verify natin kung tama yung value. Tama yung shipment for subject shipments consigned to RO and SS Trading, EMD Trading, and Integrity Trading. Attached here with is the updated IAS reference value for certain AH codes applicable for the entries of the subject importers. Any entry that is a commodity that falls below the IAS recommended value indicated in the last column. Tapos mayroong handwritten remarks. You wanna read this? You wanna come over?
I have a copy, Your Honor.
All right, read it. Read your handwritten remarks. Are those your handwritten statements?
Yes, Your Honor. I have noticed that DepCom Gambala is signed for alam niya ba ito? Because as I have stated, Your Honor, sa Congress, bali, first time to nangyari sa amin na 83 na entries ang request ng isang single office. That's why I have to say this kasi ang pangalan nakalagay, Deputy Commissioner Gambala, tapos pinirmahan ni Larry. Sir, I'd like just to make clarification para hindi ma-mislead yung ano, sir.
Nobody's misleading it. I'm
Yes,
just listening to you. I'm not being misled. Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Ang trabaho kasi ng office namin, sir, bawat HS code, titingnan namin kung tama ba yung rate of duty, yung bayad. Yung sinasabi po ninyo, sir, na computation of the customs duty already, consisting of the cost, insurance, and freight, ang nagko-compute po niyan, sir, examiner, tsaka appraiser support. So, we cannot tell from our perspective, sir, kung tama ba yung binayaran niya na taxes, duties and taxes.
But if he did do diligence, assuming you're correct, malalaman niya yan.
Say again, sir.
If you did your due diligence, kung nakakalata ka na ang dami ini-import nito, tapos 40 mil lang 40 mil, dapat malalaman mo na.
Hindi, sir, kasi
Bakit hindi?
ang nagko-compute po, sir, yung examiner tsaka appraiser.
Let me tell you very, very frankly here. Ang target nyo ay about 498 million. Billion. Ang nakuha nyo ay 398 billion. Short na short kayo. Tapos, yun ang tinarget nyo na bago, ang nakuha nyo, 8 billion pa ang kulang. So dapat,
Yes, Your Honor.
lahat ng radar ninyo, lahat ng sonar ninyo, lahat ng mata nyo, nakatugon doon sa papasok para mahabol ninyo yung inyong target. In fact, kung ako ang Secretary of Finance, kung ako ang Chairman ng Bureau of Customs or Collector, I would say, magkano collection natin this month? Mababa tayo. We're behind by about so many percent. Magkano this month? We're behind by so many percent. Oy, kayo lahat dyan, bantayan nyo lahat dyan, pumapasok at para masigil nyo ng husto. Tama ba yan?
Yes, sir, and it can be clarified because the examiner, I think, is here, sir, coming from the port. Sila po yung nagko-compute ng duties and taxes na bayarin dahil MICP po yan, so at least maklarify, sir. And siguro, sir, last point na lang as I response. Yung sinasabi kasi ni Attorney Larry na nag-request siya sa akin nag-alert, hindi po, sir, nangyari yun. Nag-request siya ng alert sa Comsen, and during that time...
So mali lang ang procedure niya.
Hindi, sir, nag-request siya ng alert sa Comsen, and during that time, he was both the Comsen in charge and he was also the RMO.
Tama ba yun, Mr.
Because
Ilaria?
Captain Gambala is not around.
Your Honor, that's not correct, Your Honor, because my designation as officer in charge for the command center was for the period May 15 to May 19.
Uh-huh.
On the May 22nd, there's no
May
longer
20?
there was no longer authority for me to act.
Sino na dapat?
The head of the command center.
Sino? Captain Gambala?
Dipom Gambala, Your Honor.
Nakalibat na si Captain
Yes.
Gambala nun, di ba?
Yes, sir. That's
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to be
saying,
fair
sir.
here, ah.
As far as my office is concerned, it's coming from RMO Comsen. Kung anong nangyayari sa kanila kasi sa Comsen, hindi ko po alam, sir. Jerry can explain that, sir.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for this time, no. Kasi ho yung pag-uusap dito makes it look like normal yung nangyayari. Eh meron na ho tayong witness nagsasabi na may binayaran siya sa loob. So you're talking kasi as if may regular yung
Sir,
yung,
yes,
yung
Mr.
trabaho ng mga tao. So let me ask you first, Mr. Maestra Campo. Nagsabi na ho si Mark, meron siyang binayaran. Ano ho tingin niyo nangyari?
Sir, precisely during that time, tama po yung observation po ninyo, sir, na during that time, it's normal office hours because 22 po yung request niya for value verification. Pumutok po ang droga ng nila Colonel
25.
Estrella. I think 25 or 26, sir. That's what I'm trying to say, sir, that during that time, it was normal office hours.
Meaning?
Wala pa yung bulabog ng droga, sir. And Larry is speaking, it appear...
Hindi. Wala pang bulabog ng droga, pero may nagbayad na para makapasok to na hindi chine-check.
Sir, regarding po sa transaction nila sa port, how they pay their duties and taxes, it can be best explained by the port examiner, Your Honor.
Yes, Captain Gambala.
Yes, sir. I would just like to add on what Captain Director Maese Campo said a while ago. Actually, sir, if you would like to ask about yung duties why naging 40,000, sir, I think it could be best answered by the port examiner or the appraiser kung saan dumadaan, sir, yung mga entries ni Mark nung EMT. And if I remember it right, during the Congress, siguro kokorekto ni Mark, when he was asked, sino ba yung dinadaanan na examiner, I think he mentioned a name. Could you please mention?
You know the name. What's the name?
I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it was Mr. Dennis Maniego. I think that's what you mentioned. Na yun yung dinadaan lagi nung EMT,
Dennis
sir.
Maniego is here.
Yes, sir. So, because sir, just to clarify, sir, because yung nangyayari sa port, sir, especially, it's an everyday transaction, sir. Ang talagang, if you want to know about what's happening sa port, sir, you need to ask yung mga district collector, sir, kung ano yung mga...
Captain Gambala,
Yes, sir.
sorry Mr. Chairman, di ba kayo yung command center?
Yes, sir.
Kasi nung sinabing nagkaroon ng command center na centralize yung decision-making process, therefore, yung responsibility ng lahat ng yan, nasa command center na. Kaya if you notice yung mga tanong namin, we always
Yes,
go
sir.
back to the command center because in fact, merong command center.
Saka may overview na kayo.
Yes, sir.
Pagka may command center ka, may overview ka ng
Yes,
lahat
sir.
na nangyayari.
Yes, sir. So po, yan, sir, po yung vision namin, sir, na mangyayari sana, sir. Yung gusto namin mangyari, sir. As what I have mentioned before, sir, nung explain ko kay Senator Escudero the last time, sir. Sir, yun sana yung gusto namin makita, yung sinasabi ni ating chairman, sir, yung command and control system, sir, na nakikita mo yung nangyayari, sir. Kasi we have 17 major ports, 38 sub-ports all over the
agree with that.
Philippines. And we really need it, sir. Pero as of now, sir, we don't have any budget yet for the command center, sir. We don't have any...
So you're saying nalusutan kayo? That's your story, nalusutan ng command center nitong transaction na to?
As far as I could say, sir, yun po ang nangyari ngayon, sir.
All right, if I may. First of all, I agree with the concept of a command and control center.
Yes, sir.
I'm with you on that. Second, there is no official status of a command and control system right now. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
in fact, there is no permission from the Secretary of Finance for the command and control system officially. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can see Mandy Anderson there nodding her head. Alright? So, ibig sabihin, walang official na status yung command and control center. That is why, ang lahat na makausap ko, pardon me, no?
Yes, sir.
Alam mo ako, tinatanong ko kung anong totoo. Hindi ako basta kikiling kahit na kayo, hindi ako kumikiling kahit na. Ang sinasabi sa akin lahat, ang sources ko, harapan ko, sa telepono, mga tao tumatawag sa akin, kasi ginawa nila yan, sinarili nila. So mukhang magdududa kami. Sinarili nyo. Pagbabago, pag may nagbago, sabi sinasarili nyo. Pero the fact of the matter is, sadly, nalusutan kayo ng napakalaking bilyon halaga ng droga at bilyon halaga ng droga nung December ulit. So lumalabas, ang daming lumulusot. At ang performance, ang customs bumaba, imbis na tumaas. So something is wrong. Now, it's unfair na sabihin ko na kasalanan niya kaya bumaba dahil kaumpisa nyo lang. I will even go as far as this. Panay military kayo, kailangan talaga marunong dyan. Ang tanong ko sa inyo, simple lang. Under the new law, is it not true that dapat ang majority ng i-appoint na deputy commissioner ay dapat galing sa career? Do you know that? Captain Gambala, do you know that? Captain Fairdo,
Yeah.
do you know that?
Under the CMTA, sir, yes, sir.
And is it the fact that it is not so na karamihan ay inyong mga kasama na mga kapitan, etc. etc. That's natural. Alam niyo, tayo pumapalpak eh. Sa immigration, pumalpak. May magka-vista. May magka-brad. Kaya, nadali tayo doon sa immigration. Di ba? Napanood niyo naman yun, di ba? Mag-brad sila. Abay, nahuli ng dala-dala yung maleta eh. Binabalidate pa. Yun ang sinasabi mo eh, Colonel Estrella. Lahat binabalidate. Nahuli na may maleta, binabalidate pa rin. Tapos ngayon, eto na naman tayo, magkakasama kayo, violation of law na dapat, majority dapat, ay talagang dapat career. Ang totoo niyan, mas marami yung niligay nyo na hindi career. Tama o hindi?
No, sir.
Tama.
No, sir. As far
No?
as I know, sir.
No, are you sure? We counted it. The fact of the matter is,
I'll find out it
the
from
majority is not career. Is there any civil service eligibility? That would be my second question now. Or is there a CESO? Because that is the rule again. If you do not follow that, maliligaw kayo ng landas. I've been in the government for a long time, and alam ko, kung bisa nagmamadali ako, nadadapa rin ako paminsan-minsan. Pero dito, hindi pwedeng lumagapak ng ganyan na mapipilitan tayo magbayad ng mas mataas na buwis dahil nalulusutan tayo. Samantalang kung yung kinuha ni Taguba ay nasingil natin, 97 billion yun ang kukunin sa excise taxes. 98 billion ang makukuha, 97 billion ang kailangan ng gobyerno sa excise taxes. Ito talaga ang laking black eye ninyo. Hindi lang black eye, black eyes. Ayun, masisisi nyo ba kami kung ganito ang dating?
Sir.
Yes.
I accept the fact, sir, that meron po kami mga pagkukulang, sir. Merong mga weaknesses yung system, sir. And of course, sir, we don't sit in complacency. We do things that we think we could improve our system, sir. Pero wala na, I don't know kung nandito pa po si Senator Lacson, sir. I don't know.
Kabalik siya.
Yes, sir, because if I remember it right, sir, the first thing he asked when nung nagsimula po tong hearing na to, sir, is, and I keep watching it, sir, dun sa YouTube, sir, kasi kailangan masagot siya, sir. Yung question, sir, bakit nag-green lane, sir? That's the question, sir. Yun yung unang-unang question, sir.
Yes, yan sinabi ko.
And I hope Attorney Hilario is a good friend of mine. During sa yung time namin, sir, na magkasama kami sa Bureau of Customs, he is an old timer, sir. That's why I depended on him for legal advices, sir. And I think he could answer that, sir. Kasi siya yung chief ng
Alright,
RMO.
I'll take your word for it. Mr. Hilario, can you answer it?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Huh?
Answer that, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, based on my understanding, the default mode for the selectivity system is green for all importations coming in. When I assumed into office as the chief of the risk management office, I studied the mandate and the functions of my office. The primary function of the RMO is to conduct a continuing study and profiling of importers, brokers, and stakeholders. Second is the updating of the selectivity parameters. Your Honor,
Selectivity.
selectivity parameters, Your Honor. Your Honor, I came across with the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, which is very critical in this issue, Your Honor. Under the World Treaty Agreement on Trade Facilitation, Article 7.4, it states that each member shall design and apply risk management in a manner as to avoid arbitrary or unjustifiable discrimination or a disguised restriction on international trade. Your Honor, when assuming into office, as I evaluate the existing RMO risk management system, I noticed that every new consignee that is being accredited by the Bureau is automatically selected to red. Based on my understanding on this treaty agreement, Your Honor, it is discriminatory. Because the
No,
key...
we're not after your assumption on discriminatory. You answer the point of Mr. Gambala. Mr. Gambala's point is you made a mistake. You're not telling the truth na ang sinabi mo lang ay value. Ang sinasagot mo yung UN Declaration. UN Declaration is for trade facilitation and to lessen corruption by lessening the bureaucracy. There are guided parameters, stage parameters, and there are rules para mabilis ang pasok. Now, will you please answer the question?
Your Honor, the importation of AMT,
EMT.
AMT, Your Honor,
EMT. Ayun,
EMT,
kasi tingnan ko,
trading,
Oh.
was unchecked because as of that time, there was no information that was provided to me that this company indeed already exists.
Are you the one responsible for putting them in the green lane?
Before,
Yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
You're not. Do you agree, Mr. Gambala? Answer the
No.
question.
No, sir, because he is responsible to put parameters and data on the selectivity system.
Is he the one in charge of putting somebody on the green lane?
Yes, sir.
You can monkey around with the computer.
He is the one who is in charge to put the name of the people who should be in the red lane, sir.
The name or the
The company, sir.
parameters?
The parameters and the data, sir, of the company.
Parameters and data are different from name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which is switch now?
Because when you put
Which
a parameter...
is which? Parameters and data or names?
Yes, sir. Because if you will put a parameter, sir, like for example, sir, country of origin and tariff heading, that's your parameter. But you should put or new importer or sole proprietor, that's your parameter, sir. The computer will not be able to identify every time a lodgement is an entry is lodged, sir. It could only identify if it's a new importer or sole proprietor by its TIN. It's a tax identification number, and it should be put the TIN of EMT dapat, sir, na ilagay dun sa data ng selectivity system. Para every time, sir, parang sa Bureau of Immigration lang yan, sir, pag dumaan kayo yung passport mo, pag yung pangalan mo, sir, hindi blacklisted, tuloy-tuloy ka lang. Eto, sir, pag sa selectivity system, pag yung TIN mo nakalagay dun, sir, at nag-lodge ka, nilagay mo yung TIN mo, pag nakita nung system, sir, na yung TIN, i-block niya yun, sir. Kasi inilagay mo, sir, parang ipinasok mo yung TIN niya.
I understand that, but that's the computer already working, right?
Yes, sir. So that's why the garbage in, garbage out, sir. Kung ano
Yeah,
pinilagay mo sa
understand
computer, sir, yun ang babasahin niya.
So anong kinalaman ni Hilary doon kung computer yun? Siya nagpapasok ng parameters, di ba?
Yes, and the data,
Ikaw ba
sir.
nagpapasok ng parameters sa database?
On updating of the consignees, Your Honor.
And updating of the consignee. So here's a case. Unang-unang pasok nito, nakapasok siya ng over 600, nakapasok siya, green lane lahat halos.
Your Honor, because the data that I requested from the Management Office was not provided to me. So at the time these importations of AMT arrived into the country and cleared from the Bureau of Customs, I don't have any information that would be the basis for the red tagging, if that's the case, Your Honor.
If that is the case, who's in charge now of this RMO? Kung siya, hindi na siya in charge ngayon, sino in charge? Sa lang ang tatanungin ko dyan eh.
Yes, sir.
Bakit tapos siya nang mahuli sila ng May 24 na lumabas sa Green Lane to? Bakit May 29, June hanggang July, nagpapalabas pa itong EMT at Green Lane pa karamihan, especially in June? Explain that to me.
It should be what I know, sir, is when this case happened, sir, the accreditation of EMT was already suspended, sir.
I'll show it to you. Nakapasok sila June and July. Right here.
Can I ask the office concerned, sir, to explain if it was suspended
You
or
are
not,
the
sir?
chairman, you are the head of the Command and Control Center. It is your privilege, even if it is not official.
Yung suspended. Can I ask
Yan eh.
Can I ask our account management office head, sir?
Ang laking bulilyaso niyan. Nalaman ninyo, may konti nga kayong dyaryo. Ang dyaryo nyo lumalabas madaling araw. Hindi lumalabas sa dyaryo sa harap. Mukhang may dumoktor dun sa talagang pinigil yung daytime at saka panay halos madaling araw lumalabas yung balita na pinakamalaking nahuli sa customs lumabas 1:30 in the morning, lumabas ng 2:30 in the morning, pero hindi nakita sa front page ng dyaryo. Yung nga isang gusto kong tanongin kung normally kung may nahuling ganyan, dapat ang lalaki na ng litrato ng PIDEA, laki ng hall ng NBI, ng customs. Nasa dyaryo na yan, front page, ang laki-laki ng hall na nahuli. Dito hindi lumabas. Pero, ang hindi ko maintindihan, ang laki ng putok na ito, dapat hindi na nakalabas yan. Nakalabas pa eh.
According to our account management officer, the EMT trading was already suspended effectively May 30, 2017, sir. May 30, sir.
Basahin mo nga ito. May 29, yung June, kunin nyo. Nakapagpalabas pa sa June. Sa July. Nakapagpalabas pa eh. Bakit? Explain that to me. Explain that to the committee.
Can I ask the port collector of MICPC to explain, sir, what happened?
Who is the port collector?
I think Attorney Marunilla, sir, because he also explained it at the Congress hearing, sir.
You're still under oath, Mr. Maronilla?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I would like to see the list, Your Honor, because there are shipments from EMT Trading. Although on record, Your Honor, they're perceived to have completed the process. We held them at the ICTSI holding area. So, dahil nga po green, hinabol ho namin na wag na rin makalabas at hinold ho namin doon sa area na yun. But the
Do you
system...
have the authority to hold?
Your Honor, I requested. That's why I requested also, Your Honor,
No, my question is, do you have the authority to hold? Yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
You have to request, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, even that, bulilyaso na. Nakita mo ng berde yan, na nasa berde na naman to, dapat, ikaw na dapat pinara mo na, tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun ang dapat gawin, tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero kailangan maghingi ka pa ng permission, tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun ang mali, tama?
It delays the process.
Mali, sagot na. Now, ito. June 2, EMT. Gloves, placemat, storage box. 10:29 to 10:20 a.m. Inflatable toys, brush, comb, photo album. June 2 ulit. Garments, fabrics, cabinet food. EMT lahat to, ha? Ito may mga number. You wanna take a look at it? You're welcome to take a look at it. Clear as day. Nahuli na, lumabas pa. Paano nangyari yan? You may come forward. Any of you. You know, I do my homework here. I got this from MCTI or ICTSI. Ano? Yun ang sinabi ko. The boss is always right. Biro lang yan. Oh, sige.
Sir, I'll contact an audit. I'm sure, sir, a lot of it will, although in
Speak to the microphone.
Sir, in the system, sir, would sometimes say yes, it's gate out, sir, because if it's green lane, sir, there is no all examination flags are up. It's pre-cleared, so even the port, sir, the examiners doesn't have any authority to release or hold the shipment because it's pre-cleared. But when this thing happened, sir, and when we were looking at the we were looking at the accreditation of EMT, and it was not yet being cancelled, the gates made a conscious effort, Your Honor, to try to catch whatever it is that are still in the gates. So and put it at the holding
Maybe you
area.
can go back na lang, sir, kasi you might be crowding our chairman. Bakit hindi na-cancel after May 25? May 25 po yung raid, no? Tama, Colonel Estrella?
May 25 to May 26, Your Honor.
May 26. At May 26, why didn't you cancel the EMT training? Ito, so suspended on May 30. Actually, meron naman pala. No? But this is from Customs. This is signed by Mr. Bartolay. No, Bartolay ba to? O Bartolay? Bartolay. Anyway, paano siya nakalabas ng June 2? If it was suspended on May 30, paano nakalabas on June 2?
Kailangan mag-request pa yung port collector para mapigil. Paano mo nagagawa yun, Mr. Taguba? Huwag na natin tanongin yan. The fact is, lumalabas pa rin eh.
Your Honor, na-cut po yung consignee. Meron po kasi mga container na nakapagbayad na kami. Pero na...
Kahit na nakapagbayad.
Your Honor,
Ano na, nagbayad. Lalabas pa rin sa gate.
may I allow to
Pag
explain?
napagbayad doon sa gate, paglabas doon, para ka.
Your Honor, may I allow to explain?
Nakat po kasi yung tin ng EMT May 30. Sa system po kasi ng Bureau, kahit po nakat po ng May 30 yan, kung may OLRS na po siya, po possible po siyang makalabas.
Ang
Tsaka
ORRS,
wala,
May 24, May 25, May 26,
Since hindi po siya
May
covered,
30. Ayan o, ang ORRS.
since hindi po siya covered ng alert, so possible po talaga siyang makalabas.
Alright.
No, okay. Yung concern kasi dito, we found out because of EMT trading, may 6.4 billion peso shipment ng drugs. Hindi ba mag-alert na kayo niyan at talagang hahanapan nyo lahat ng mga shipment nila to ensure na walang ibang papasok? And that's what you did, May 30. Pero may nakalabas pa rin noong June 2. So, meron bang order from the command center na hindi sinundan? Ano yung nangyari doon kaya nakalabas pa rin? We don't even know kung yung mga shipment na yan, totoo yan o hindi, o kung may drugs yan o wala. Ano? Sige, Mark.
Your Honor, sinubject po yan ng voluntary examination. In-alert po yan, in-examine naman po nila.
O, in-examine ba ito?
So, in-sniff po ng dog, lahat po ginawa naman po nila sa...
Okay, so it was examined.
100% examination, Your Honor.
Walang
plus
cylinders.
Plus X-ray, plus it was all the contents of the shipment was sniffed by the drug sniffing dogs of the ESS.
Itong shipment ba na yan, Hong Fei rin yan? Hindi na.
Your Honor, hindi po lahat. Kasi po yung, hindi naman po lahat ng importation ni EMT is
Hong Fei.
Hong Pei.
Sandali kahit na ba sabihin ninyo, basta't pumutok na yan ng May 25, kunyari nalaman nyo May 26, common sense yan, pigil lahat yan. Common sense. Wala na yung OLRS. Nahuli na nga yung drugs eh. Magpapalabas pa kayo sa same company? Ano ba tayo? Baka tanga? Are you trying to fool us? Dapat pakulong na kayo lahat ngayon eh. Now, sino ang IAS dito? IAS.
Director Maestre Campos, sir.
Si Maestra Campo ba, binibigyan mo? Di ba sinabi mo?
Your Honor, ang sabi ko po, yung tita nani po yung binibigyan ko.
Saan si Tita Nani?
Yung tita Nani po yun yung nagsasabi na Davao Group daw siya.
Hindi ko tinatanong siya nagsasabi. Saan siya nakakonect?
Your Honor, hindi...
Where is his first report? Yung nilagyan niya lahat. Di ba sinabi mo sa Captain Maestra Campo kasama?
Yung...
Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, kasama. Are you getting feed from Mr. Maestra Campo? Kaya ang inalagay mo panay undervalued shipments under the same mode continuous unabated. Tuloy-tuloy na mababa ang bayaran because nabibigyan ka ng feed ng IAS. You know, you'd be surprised. I'm getting information left and right here from highly placed people who knows customs. So stop lying. Oh,
Yes, Your Honor.
so binibigyan ka ng feed ng IAS, yung sa HS, yung sa tinatawag na HS, para bumaba.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, nasa si Reiner Ragos. Bakit ba hindi may produce si Reiner Ragos? Did we not subpoena
Your
that
Honor.
guy?
Your Honor,
Your Honor, may...
pabalik na po siya ng Manila, nilibing lang po niya yung kanyang ama na namatay nung nakaraang linggo, Your Honor.
Ang ilang ama na yun namatay na yan. I'm sorry to be very, very sarcastic here. It's not my nature. But I'm sick and tired. He is at the center of this. He got the information, and he has been called several times, and he has not appeared here.
Your Honor, may be recognized. Can I lawyer for myself, Your Honor? Hindi po kami magkakilala ni Mark, Your Honor, and wala po kaming binibigay na HS. Yung HS code po, nasa libro po yun, sir, open source. I'm appealing to you, sir, because my name was wrongfully
I know, I saw you on
in the
TV, and I
Congress.
felt for you. And that's why I'm giving you all the opportunity. It's
Yes,
not
sir.
my pleasure here to put people under scrutiny until they start lying, until they start telling me things that insult the imagination and intelligence of this committee.
Yes, Your
Nag-aaral
Honor.
kami dito, lahat to puyat to mga ito. Kagabi puyat kami lahat.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ilang linggo na yan.
That's why, Your Honor.
Kaya pag sinasabi sa akin ni Captain Feldon, I have to protect my men, they work hard, I understand that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero kung pumapalpak, I have to call a strike the way I see it.
Yes, Your Honor, I agree. But in that case, Your Honor, that's why I also expressed my intention sa Congress na kung sino yung tita Nani na yan. Because apparently, from my perspective, I really don't know Mark, but apparently may gumagamit ng pangalan ng IAS to collect money on the
All right,
ground.
and that is why, again, Captain Maestro Campo, 3 buwan na ito hanggang ngayon wala pa kayong resulta. Sabi sa mga doktor, physician, heal thyself. Kung may sakit kayo, huwag nyo kami hintayin gamutin kayo, dapat gamutin nyo na kagad yung sarili nyo. Kung hindi nyo ginagamot yung sarili nyo, pag dumating kami, talagang matatamaan kayo ng gusto. Fair?
Yes, sir. That's why,
Pero 2-3 buwan na yan.
sir,
Ang
actually,
dami na nagputukan, no?
yes, sir. From my perspective, sir, yung pangalan ng unit namin na IAS, kanina, sir, may mga katanungan po sana na sinasagot na ni Mark, yung small or sino yung mga tao na yun, because I also would like to find out who is using the name of our unit, sir.
Mark Taguba is here. Oh,
Yes, sir. Bali, kanina po may katanungan na patungkol dun. Dun po kasi nag-emanate yan yung tita Nani, small, yung...
You know this, sir.
Kanina, sir, may tinatanong na sa kanya nung first part. Diyan po kasi nag-emanate yun, sir.
these are specific information being sent by people who know customs.
Yes, sir. As for the record, sir, hindi po kami nagbibigay ng kahit anong...
Well, I hope not, because
And
that will have to be found out. This is
and-
not a criminal investigation.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is an investigation in aid of legislation, but principally to make people who are supposed to be accountable in government accountable for malfeasance, misfeasance, and non-feasance.
Yes,
Look
Your
it up
Honor.
in the dictionary.
Yes, Your Honor. And I'd like to...
Kaya kung kayo hindi nyo ginawa ang trabaho nyo, dali kayo dito. Kung mali ang paggawa nyo ng trabaho, dali kayo dito. Kung mali ang paggawa nyo at talagang meron kayong malintention, tama rin kayo dyan. You know, I don't find happiness in this. None of us do. We respect all of you until you disrespect yourselves. And you have to acquit yourselves here. That's why this is a hearing. That's why I have to take all my patience to go to Captain Feldon and say, huwag mong sumagot ka lang. It's short time to answer. Now, ayan ang definition. Dong, nahanap ko si Senator Lacson habang wala pa si Senator Lacson. Because alam ko meron siyang ilalabas dito malaki. Ikaw ba iniimbestiga ng pulis sa Cebu?
Your Honor, hindi ko po alam.
Hindi mo alam? Hindi mo alam? Are you sure? Do not lie.
Hindi po talaga.
Ikaw ba ito? Central Visayas Police to probe Kenneth Dong.
Hindi ko po alam na bakit ako
You know, you have all kinds of pictures. Pati ako, biglang lumabas yung litrato ko. Hindi ako nagpakuha sa'yo nung iniimbestiga ka namin eh. Biglang lumabas yung litrato ko, kasama ka. Siguro nung panahon ng kampanya, nahila mo ako, palitrato ka. Ugali ninyo yan eh. Tapos kami ang mga nandito, sisising, kukunin yung ninong, kukunin yung ninang, tapos lalabas. Pati yung si Mr. Teng. Ipakita nyo nga yung litrato ni Mr. Teng at pakita lang, patranslate nyo doon sa tao kung ano nakalagay doon sa sign na nakalagay doon sa likod nila. Yung litrato ni Richard Cheng. So you are being investigated right now by the police, not only for drugs, but for for other issues. Right? Right?
Opo.
And there are other issues upon which you're also involved of a personal nature, which I'm not going to divulge here.
Sorry, Tagalog lang po.
Hindi naman bibisto ko na pag sinabi ko sa Tagalog. Gusto mo sabihin ko? Di ba may problema ka rin sa personal?
Yes po.
Oh, sige, wag na natin pag-usapan yan. So, in other words, ayan. Si Captain Feldon, hindi ko maintindihan, Captain, eh. That was a poor, inappropriate eh. Bakit, etong nakalagay dito sa likod? Ano ba ang basa nyo doon sa likod? Sino ba yung experts dyan? Ito ba yung magalang? Pakibasa mo nga lang ito. Ang sinasabi sa likod. Ano translation? Corrigin nyo na lang ako. Sabi, knowing good people is good for your business and good for your connections. In other words, having a network. So I have your picture taken with your favorite senator, congressman, governor, son of the president, and every other politician that you can catch on to. Para malakas kayo. That's a very, very bad habit. Saka yung nasa likod doon. Oh, can you translate? Yes. Can you come over here and tell me what your name is and raise your hand again? And your name is?
My name is Wang Jiyun.
Are you Filipino?
I'm not Filipino, I'm Chinese.
Okay. Born and raised in China.
Yes, I was born in China.
All right, thank you. What's your name again?
Mr. Wang.
Wang what?
Wang Jiyun.
Wang Jiyun.
Yes.
All right. Okay. You swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, by doing the translation, yes.
Yes, okay. Can you do the translation? Of course. You have to swear to it. Go ahead. Let me qualify you first. You're translating for Mr. Manny, right?
Yes,
Alright,
but
go ahead.
I'm kind of nervous here.
Thank you.
If a person wants to do shipment business, he is required to have the following condition: to know math and physics, and knows how to drive computer, knows photographing, knows how to do WeChat, communication with people, knows how to chase for debt. Knows money transactions, knows accounting, financing, knows how to negotiate price, drinking tea, drinking alcohol, knows how to sing and nice talking, knows how to play cards, can stay all night long, can wake up early, can bear with some situation, knows how to give up.
What does it mean in terms of you have to know people, good people, prominent people?
Basically, this is something like expressing how hard is it to be doing this kind of business, and then he is posting this to thank his friends for their care and concern.
Yeah, so basically it's hard to do business and it would help if you have friends.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And what does that one in the back signify? 1898? Is that just the association? 1998?
I think that's the logo
Of the...
logo of the Hongfei company
Yeah.
for
So
1998.
basically this is his philosophy. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Is that the same? The case of Colonel Estrella, can you show the picture? No, this is something like WeChat. He's putting it on WeChat, right?
I think this is a post from WeChat, and the Chinese word here are the same.
Okay, same, the same, they're the same.
Same as there, yes.
So basically the same. Work is easier, less harder if you know people. So yung mga kandidatong senador, kandidatong governor, huwag kayo magpapalitrato basta-basta kung di nyo kilala. Ano? Nakakatalo yun. Anyway, yeah, yeah. So basically, my advice to the customs is really clean up your house. We're going to meet with the other members of the committee immediately so we can make a preparatory report, hopefully this afternoon, at the request of the Senate President. And we will try very hard to try and be fair here. So, are you going to...
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
May I move that the committee prepare a preliminary report so that we can wrap up this issue at the soonest possible time. So perhaps you can take it up with the entire committee later, Mr. Chairman.
I will take the matter in advisement because Senator Lacson is not here. I wish he had been here because he would. He was going to. I was told that he was going to make some remarks on the matter of. With all due respect, Majority Floor Leader. in the matter of Mr. Lee and Mr. Chen, I can entertain a motion to set them free temporarily, but with the advice to the Bureau of Immigration that there be on a whole departure order for the moment, that they cannot leave the country until the termination of all investigation concerning the case. This is just a request to the Senate President. Do you understand? Do you understand? The
Yes.
lawyers understand?
Yes.
Please stand up. Lawyers? No. Kasi marunong mag-English to eh. Ang nasabi ko sa inyo eh. Ate, oh. Okay, so you know how to speak English, huh? You're naughty.
Kongti lang.
Also apply a whole departure order on the Taguba, on TJ, on Ms. Tatad, Kenneth Dong, Mr. D, the brother-in-law, and of course Elena, and the other person, Mr. Anoche D. I would like to find out from the NBI and the later on from the PIDEA whether, as we know, parang budigero lang yan si Anoche Lee. We're after the big fish here. I do not want to be unfair to anybody, but if he cooperates, if he knows, and I'm sure he's cooperating, we should try and give him some support. I don't normally say that, but I will say that because obviously, sabi nga nung kanyang kapatid, tutulungan niya lang dahil nakakakuha doon sa renta ng bodega ng bahay yung si Anoche Lee, unless you find out other things. In the meantime, I will suspend the hearing. When is the next hearing? Up to 22 August. What day is that? As you can see, my ComSec always gives me a hard time trying to make me pick up things for him. But he's a very competent man. August 22 at 10 o'clock a.m. for everyone, and make sure that this guy, Captain Ferdon, do you have your word as a gentleman that you will bring in this guy, Rainier Ragos? And
Yes, Your Honor.
Pinawin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I will hold you to your word.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
may we take up the issue of the contempt, lifting of the contempt with the Senate President? The two gentlemen were issued a contempt or were cited for contempt was because they were evasive.
They were
and
not
did not want to answer properly. They have been answering properly, and they were not evasive in this hearing. So perhaps we can take it up with the Senate President, the contempt.
That's what I said. But also with the request that there be a hold departure order until the termination of the case. Same thing goes for the two Chinese and the people here involved. And I hope that at the next hearing, I would like to get a specific report on who actually cleared the green lane. That is something that I would like the NBI to take a look at very, very closely, and to make a report on how these things happen. All right, including the post shipment afterwards.
Yes, Your Honor. We'll do that, Your Honor.
Having said that, there is no personal animosity here. We're trying to be fair here to everyone, and I thank all of you for participating heartily into this session. We suspend the session until August the 22nd at 10 o'clock a.m. Thank you all very much, and God bless the Philippines.